Jeff there. Jeff Kennedy from the Hideout. Mr. Zapatas himself is here, Manuel. And let me see, back row. We got someone from Fat Jack's here. Meredith. Anyway, did I leave anybody out? I'm sure I did. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to see the faces of the people that pay these taxes. We work hard for that money, and we give it to you, so it's in your hands to take good care of it and make the most of it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Can I speak?
Sure.
You know, I think that there's an elephant in the room that everybody wants to talk about. And, you know, this being my third meeting and not really knowing what the rules are, I'm just going to say what I feel. You know, it feels like being my second meeting when I was here, what happened was premeditated. It was thought about. It was waiting until the moment arrived where there was 4 people here. I don't know the procedures, but it seemed like it seemed like you were waiting for the opportunity. And the problem with that is, this is why no one wants to get involved. This is exactly why no one wants to get involved, because you get singled out because you're not going to follow the line that someone on the board wants you to follow. That's why no one wants to come down here. And when something doesn't go the way that someone wants it to go, they just want to kick them off and bring somebody else in. That's not how it should work. Let's have a conversation. What can we agree on? But a premeditated, we're going to kick her off, and I mean, even in the minutes, it says, made a motion to reappoint Meredith. He didn't vote for it. Made a motion to extend All-Brand Kind. He didn't vote for it. So when you made the motion, you were for it, but then when it came to vote, you were against it. That's the problem with politics today. I mean, we hear one thing you're saying, and you do something totally different. This is my third meeting. This is why I didn't want to be up here. I would rather donate my time to someone who cares about what I have to say and is not going to want me to play all this political BS. I mean, it's a sad state. And I mean, I've been a citizen here since '01. I've been a business member downtown since '09. Been paying my taxes. And I mean, it's like, if someone's willing to do this on YouTube, what the hell's going on upstairs? Well, I don't know what y'all are doing. What's going on behind closed doors? If so, you're willing to do that in front of God and everybody and think it's okay? My gosh. At some point in your brain, you said, okay, now's my chance. It looks like a monarchy when you do that. Certainly doesn't look like a democracy. You know rules and procedures better than I do. It looked like a duck and it sounded like a duck. It may not have been a duck according to the rules, but boy, it sure did look like one. And you know, when I'm talking to people about this, it's, how can we fix it? How can we fix it? How can we fix it? I agree. That's something we should discuss. But the bigger question to me is, what made you think it was okay? What made you think that was the right thing to do in a democratic society where there's 7 of us up here? You took the opportunity, 1 vote against. Your vote, you brought it up, you shot it down, it's over. That's not right. Period. These are the games we're going to play here. Man, I can fight. I'm loud, I got a pulpit. Get ready. If I don't agree with it, I'll say I don't agree with it. If I get outvoted, I'm going to turn the page, go on to the next thing. I'm not going to hold an issue with someone. But the way this happened in my first 2 meetings, which altogether lasted an hour and a half, this is why nobody wants to participate. 100%. And if this is the way you're going to do things, man, it's not going to, I mean, we're going to fight it out every time. Because I'm willing. I promise you I am. So, that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Dawson. Is there anyone else in the audience that has a comment? Yes, come forward, please. Say your name. Please state your name and business.
Marlon Lineberry for Intense Entertainment. I do booking at Fat Jack's, and we got the event downtown on Tracy Lawrence that I hope they're going to announce tomorrow. He's already signed on. We're just waiting for title sponsor and things like that.
All right.
I do fireworks also. So 4th of July, I'm in the middle of it, and people are calling me, blowing me up, asking me if I saw what had happened. I do like I always do. I just go to the end of the meeting where you guys usually vote. I don't see any kind of vote, so I'm thinking, maybe they're mistaken. And I get home, and I go to the front, and I see you say, we should make a motion. I'm all for her making a motion. And then everybody votes that was here, and then you say no, motion denied. A voice booms out, oh yeah, somebody asks, why is that denied? Oh, it's because we don't have enough people here. What do they call it? The Robert's rules, that it was like people knew the answers to the questions that wasn't even asked. And then when Mr. George there said, how did we lose? Or can she run again? And then the bylaws pages started turning and, oh yeah, if she wants to, she can run again. But Stephen, I'm telling you, that was the most chicken thing that I've ever saw in a public stadium. That one man, you already knew the rules, and I'll bet you, because I went back and started watching meetings, and there seems to always be, these 3 vote your way, these 3 vote the other way, and then there's usually another guy. But since I've been involved, it's always been 6. And I think it went like, you don't got to vote no, just vote yes and save face, because my vote's going to matter anyway. It'll kill it. Everybody's okay. And that ain't right. Like, you should look at, if you can't publicly just go out and face your opponent on a level playing field, I don't even see how you can be on the city council. Like, I don't think you're making judgments for everybody, you're making judgments for Stephen. And I think you guys should look at it. If anybody should be off the board, they should ask you to be off the board. And you should resign if you're the man that you say you are. And that's all I got.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your commentary. Is there anyone else that has, that wish to make any more commentary? All right.
My name is Mark Lucky with J.E. Bonding, Bell Bonding, been in town all my life as a citizen and a resident, both sides of the state line, Texarkana, Arkansas, for the majority of my life. I've been a bail bondsman, managed J.E. Bonding for 18 years, and managed another bail bond company 4 years prior to that. I've stayed out of politics for the mere fact that it's not my game. I always thought fairly highly of Mr. Hollywood. After I watched that video, I felt like I was highly mistaken. What Mr. Lineberry just stated was what Mr. Dodson just stated. You said both of those ladies were an ambush. That was very wrong. Not what I would expect out of a commissioner on one of our commissions, especially the commission that I know I contributed to that commission, the taxes for years, ever since it's been in existence. And I especially don't think, as a commissioner on the A&P Commission, who is also on the board of directors, what you did was wrong, very wrong. I agree with Mr. Lineberry. I feel like you should resign, not only as A&P Commissioner, but as a board director. That's all I've got to say.
All right, thank you, sir. Is there anyone else in the audience that wish to comment? I see a hand here in the far left corner.
Good afternoon. I'm Greg Haygood. I am a retired engineer, and I've served on several city boards. I've helped the Planning and Zoning Commission with everything in the state of Arkansas, on the Arkansas side of Texarkana for the last 41 years. I'm appalled at your behavior. Your ethics are in the toilet. I don't even know how to say it. You knew ahead of time when you came into that meeting what the rules were and how you were going to do it. You took opportunity to character assassinate someone by your actions. And it's appalling as a member of the community that supports this. And I run sound for many of the events around Texarkana. So I'm involved. I don't contribute the tax base on it, but because I don't own the business, but my business does pay the tax for what I do. And I can't believe it. How can you sit on a commission and do something like that? I am not just calling for your resignation, but I demand your resignation for what you've done. You do not serve our best interest to sit on that board and do that. I'm not in support of it, and I'll never be in support of what you do unless you man up, own what you did, and apologize for it, not only to Ms. Mills, but to the commission. You represent this, and you did not do your due diligence in that. That's all I got to say.
Sir, I'm sorry, could you restate your name? We missed that.
I'm Greg Haygood.
Hey, good, okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Haygood. Is there anyone else in the audience that wish to give commentary? All right, if there's no one else in the audience that wish to give commentary, we're going to move down to the next agenda item. The next agenda item is reconsider reappointment of the commissioner. And this,
I'd like to move to reconsider my vote on the reappointment of Meredith Mills. I voted against the reappointment, and I'd like to vote yes for her appointment.
okay, once we, yes, we're going to get to that point for reconsideration for reappointment of commissioner, and we're doing this through Section 7, the parliamentary procedures, and it reads as to any matters not covered by the bylaws concerning the meetings of Texarkana, Arkansas Advertising and Promotion Commission, Robert Rules of Order by General Henry M. Roberts shall be adopted as the rules of the parliamentary law. As stated, is there a motion on the floor for the reconsideration or reappointment of a commissioner?
I'll make that motion.
I second.
All right, it's been motion and second. Is there any discussion? There's no discussion. Roll call, please.
Hollybush,
Yes.
Vandergraff,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Dotson,
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes. All right, it's been motion and second and passed. Motion. Next item, we have a reappointment of Commissioner Meredith Mills. Is there a motion on the floor, please?
I'll make that motion.
I second.
All right, it's been motion and second. Is there any discussion? No discussion? Roll call, please.
Holly Bush,
Yes.
Vandergraff,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Dotson,
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes. Motion carries. Next item, we'll have renewal of the ad agency contract for all Brand County.
Director Brewer, Commissioner Mills may take her seat again immediately.
Yes. Mills, please come forward. Welcome back, Commissioner Mills.
Thank you, and thank you for everyone who spoke on my account today. It's very overwhelming and heartfelt, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, next item we have is renewal of ad agency contract for all Brand County. Let me start off by I want to go through the same procedures that we just conducted, and to ask for renewal.
Well,
Do we,
no need for that because,
says technically still own the,
well, it can be renewed at any time.
okay.
No need to undo and then re-vote on it. Just treat it just like it was at the last meeting.
All right,
Motion to renew the amended contract.
we'll proceed in that direction then.
I make a motion to renew the contract for all Brand Kind.
I do have one question. Would this be for till next year, till December, till?
Before you answer that question, we have a motion on the floor. We need to get a second on that motion, or the motion's gonna die. Let's, before we get to the question part. It's been motioned. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Are there any questions?
It's to the end of this year, December 31st, 2025. Yes, ma'am.
And that's the fiscal year for the city.
Correct.
Are there any more questions or concerns?
I would have a concern. Question.
Yes, go ahead.
I would like, anything that's in progress, the websites, anything to be complete prior to December, and to not spend any extra money, and besides the allotted amount every month.
Ms. Vandergraff, are you referring to the website that we did not ask them to do, that they are doing on their own? Is that what you're referring
Yes.
to?
I would like it complete, not to where they may think that we can hold off on doing I would like it complete as soon as possible. It's been a year.
That was something we didn't ask for. It was something they were doing in addition to what we asked them to do in their contract, so,
Well, they got approval to do it,
correct.
not by us, so. But it needs to be complete by December, or any other items that they have open that they are working on,
Well, I believe if we're making any amendments, correct me if I'm wrong, Attorney Potter, we may need to have a workshop to make sure if we're going to put those, put some amendments in there, what we want in the contract.
Yes. It's not pulling up for me, but, yeah. Well, and I think it's understood about the website I think it was at that last meeting that they were, I forget the timeline, but, it was close.
All right.
And I know somebody's here today, maybe they can speak to that, but that certainly can be addressed before December.
Yeah.
All right,
But
And
yes.
it's a great
I think
website. I
they're
just
headed
want
that
it up and going as soon as possible.
Hello, I'm Danny Hamblett. I am the owner of For All Brand, the agency of record for the past year. The website is live. Okay. So for those listening who haven't been here this whole time, we did create a new website for the city, or for the A&P. There was some contention about that website, but the website is live as of yesterday. So the website's up.
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Thanks
Can
for
we
it.
pull it up so that everybody can see it? Is
Well,
that okay?
I don't, right now, I don't think we, at this, we got a motion on the floor, as far as any action, that wasn't, we can't go forward with that suggestion. Let's go ahead and finish the motion, and that's something we have to put on the agenda,
Okay.
for moving forward.
Okay,
Let's just stick with the protocol.
okay. Thank you.
All right, are there any more questions or concerns? Thanks, Danny.
Sure.
All right, if there's no more questions or concerns, roll call, please.
Hollybush,
Yes.
Vandergraff,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Dotson,
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes. Mills,
Mills, sorry.
Yes.
thank you. All right, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We look forward to continuing through December.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda, we have A&P Financial Report. Ms. Washington, Finance Director.
What I wanted to do was give everybody an overview of the revenue that we've collected for 2025 as of June. And the date's wrong on there. Where we should be right now is at 42%. That would be 5 months of revenue collected, because the revenue that we collect in January is for December of the previous year. So right now, we are in pretty good standing, and we're right on target for the revenues that we've collected for the year. Expenditures, I didn't put them on this report because any entity that you gave a grant to, they can use it until the end of the year. If you would like me to provide you with what any entity has spent up until this present time, let me know and I can provide that to you. But as for right now, we are on target, and revenue should stay steady until the end of the year. So we should be good to meet the budget for the end of the year as far as these projections go.
This is through the end of May, correct?
It's through what we collected in June, would be
Right.
for taxes up through May.
Yeah, okay.
All right, are there any questions in regards to the financial report?
Are you allowed to say how much y'all have in your banks in reserve right now?
We would have to look all that up. I don't,
Like 200 and something thousand.
I don't think it's more than that.
Yeah, it would be, it went way down this past year before.
Okay, well, I'll do an information request on that.
you can come see me, David.
Okay, thank
We'll give it to you.
Or
Yeah, or Sheena, it doesn't matter.
it's fine.
All right, you've heard the financial report. Is there a motion to accept the financial report as heard?
I make a motion to accept the report.
Second.
All right, it's been motion and second. Are there any corrections?
I would like to just correct the date on the report. It says June 31.
Thank you, thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Hollybush, Vandergraff,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Dotson,
Yes.
Mills,
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes. Next item, we have the 2026 funding event, consider limits on grants. And Tyler, you want to expand on that, or you want me?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to bring this up. The last time we met, I gave y'all a letter that we would send out to any grant applicants, letting them know that the amount of funding available this year would be less. we've thrown a few different numbers out there, and we don't need to put a number in that letter, but one thing that Sheena and I were talking about was if y'all didn't allocate grants this year. It was done in 2020 in a similar situation, so for 2024, A&P Commission allocated all of their revenue plus their entire fund balance. In 2025, A&P allocated all of their revenue plus their fund balance plus some reserves. So we're quickly depleting any fund balance, any reserves that there are. So I wanted to throw that out there just to let y'all discuss it. You do have that option of not awarding any grants, or you can set a cap for those grants. We've talked about 100,000, 150,000. So virtually, if you didn't award any grants this year, all that money would just be set back in the reserve, or in the fund balance, I'm sorry, for next year. What you do with it from there would be up to you.
Okay, so I was not, of course, at the last meeting, and I wasn't privy to this information that we discussed a little bit. Now, the downfall or the reason why we don't have enough is because of what we've allocated to the park, or what was allocated to that park, or the baseball field?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Why are we
I'm not saying there's any trouble. Y'all are perfectly fine, but y'all are depleting your fund balance and your reserves. So last year, in 2023, for your 24 funding, A&P allocated every bit of the projected revenue plus every bit of the fund balance they had moving forward. Typically, you wouldn't deplete all of that. And again, last year, we did the same, actually had to go back and allocate some additional reserves. So for 2 years in a row, A&P has allocated every bit of money that they have. So what this would do would be to set some back moving forward, but that's,
Build up our reserve again.
Well,
yes.
thanks, Tyler, for the comment. Everyone, keep in mind what Tyler is, just a caveat off of that, what he's saying is that we've over allocated for the last couple of years. And we're looking at having a workshop to put some provisions in our bylaws that keep from over allocating, so that we do have a operational reserve. Because, and what we're seeing that the same groups coming forward over and over, year after year, several years, and we're looking at making some different changes about how often we're going to provide allocations to the same group 2 and 3 and 5 years or what have you. So we have operational capital in reserve to do other things other than just passing out these monies that we're collecting. And so as pretty much kind of a new board here, I wasn't at the last meeting, but I've been on the board here for A&P for the last 2 or 3 years. And so what we've done in the past is we reallocated according to advertising and promotion. Though there's a line item when the groups come forward and they ask for funding, and we look at that advertising promotion dollar, and those are dollars that we got to get back to just sticking with those. A group may come forward and say, we need 20,000, but the advertising promotion may be only 3,500. And so we can't over allocate just because they ask for 20. We have to stick with what we have right here and just stick with advertising and promotion. And so we're looking at doing a workshop to make sure that we're all on the same page. Question?
So it's my understanding that all the A&P money that goes into the till, we're taking a piece of it out, putting it in reserve, and the rest of it we're supposed to distribute.
Discretion.
That's up to y'all. Whatever the A&P Commission decides to do.
But we should,
You can distribute every last penny of it if you wish, or you
The norm
don't have
here
to.
has been, we've had a little bit of a reserve.
Yeah, typically, yes. In the last couple of years, we haven't done that. Now,
What
if
would
we,
that reserve be used?
well, well, whatever you decide. Yeah, it's.
Last minute.
You could set up a reserve for something in particular and set back that money. But, typically, we don't allocate every last penny we have. We
right.
set a little cushion back. Yes, sir. But however you distribute the money is up to A&P Commission. You have quite a bit of freedom there to, there's only a few small guidelines there.
What's the reserve been in the past? I mean, is it a dollar figure? Is it a percentage that we take in? Is it,
It just
It-
depends on what we allocate
okay,
out.
what's left?
Yeah. Normally, they would give us a number that we would have to stick within.
Of part, distributed out to the,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and that was one issue. Last year, y'all did not receive that number to stick
Right.
within.
Yeah, yeah. But I would like to address everybody that's here. We appreciate every penny that is brought to us when the restaurants and hotels pay. We have 2 pages, front and back, of restaurants and hotels that are not paying. It's not that they have to pay, the customer's already paid that tax to them, and they're not sending it to us. We have tried, Mr. Potter has tried to get the money from them, and, they're refusing, they're hurting us. And we invite y'all to come every A&P meeting. We need y'all here. We're trying to straighten out the history of A&P to where it works for the tourism, bringing money and revenue to Texarkana, Arkansas. So that's what we're really trying to do, and trying to get away from, I don't want to say mom and pop, I'm just mom and pop quotes, of traditional, every year they come back. We have to show, and if you will, in case y'all didn't know, our application in the past for anybody requesting money was very simple, extremely simple. We held a workshop, and it's very specific. It's requesting financial statements. I mean, we need to know that that whoever we give money to, it's for tourism, in layman's terms, heads and beds, and eating at our Arkansas restaurants, to give, so y'all can make more money, But when we have a list of all these restaurants and hotels that are not paying it in, not because they didn't get the money from the customer paid it, they held on to it. So we want to let y'all know the situation we're in as far as them not paying, Did you have?
Are there no legal repercussions for these businesses that us as citizens and residents of Texarkana that
That
make
would be
that
Mr.
payment?
Potter.
Well,
Sorry.
no, it's all right, it's all right. There are, yes, we pursue
But it
those.
has to come from the city council. City council has to give you some teeth. That's what you don't have.
Well, there are, in the past, the city council has, and this, the last time it's been brought up is years ago, I think, to give, the collection and prosecution, not criminally, of course, but to collect these taxes. They've chosen in a diplomatic way to put it, a more business-friendly atmosphere when given some choices. So what we have is the way, we file a lien and try and collect it that way, which it's not the quickest, it's not the most efficient, but it is a way to collect. And I will say I mean, when we first started getting going a while ago, that list was numerous, I mean, a lot of businesses were on that.
Yeah.
And I think we've got it down to kind of a core group of offenders, but we're trying our best to collect it.
Yeah.
All right. Would,
But we would welcome y'all at every meeting, every single meeting, to let y'all know what your customers are giving you, and I don't want to get it mixed up where A&P money is, the restaurants pay in, the hotels pay in, that the customer pays. It's not to give back, and help the restaurant or help the hotel and give it back to them and get them more business. It's for tourism, which is going to bring you more business. So I just want to really, because we say taxes a lot, and instead of saying A&P taxes, I don't want the two to get mixed up, with the taxes, so.
all right, thank you. Are there any more comments from the commission?
I just think that we should go ahead and have a workshop and hammer out these limits on the grants.
I do agree. I agree that we have a workshop. I hope the rest of my constituents agree to that, because we can go ahead and put different term limits in here, what have you. And so that way we know that we're being good stewards of the monies that we're collecting. So for a workshop, a date, perhaps Tyler, if your staff could get back with us, because I've looked over the bylaws over and over, and the consideration for the limits on these grants, it's not in here. So we really need to put some annotation in here to make sure we're being good stewards.
If it's okay with the commission, I would like to schedule that as quickly as possible, because we need to get a handle on that pretty quick,
Yeah.
so we can let applicants know.
And could we also, if we're going to be talking about the bylaws and setting the limits, could we also put something in the bylaws that will prevent what happened to me happen to someone else on the board? Instead of us having to use the Robertson's case, or whatever that's called, can we have it in our bylaws how a commissioner is removed?
Yes, that is already in here. What happened was illegal.
Okay,
I know I wasn't there, you wasn't there, but,
okay.
so Tyler, any date that, if you have a date in mind, if you can get that to us, I think we have a consensus here that we're all willing to meet as soon as possible to put these things in place, because we do have funding allocations coming up, I think in October, September, so we can send out some updated notices how we're going to conduct business moving forward.
Grant applications will be due the end of August.
End of August, yes.
So
Would
we
want
would,
to workshop this week?
I am not able.
What about next week? Next
I
week?
was gonna say, it'd have to be tomorrow.
I can't.
Yeah.
I think, personally, I could make next week sometime happen. Do y'all want to discuss dates right now and set it?
Sure, let's get it over with, because
Okay.
we have city board on Monday.
Correct. What about, what time is best? Is this time, 4:30, best for everyone? Midday?
I'll
What
be
would
out
y'all
of town next week, so y'all just schedule whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
This time
Do
is
y'all like this time? Okay, so 4:30, pen just fell apart. About Thursday, the 24th?
Thursday, 24th sounds good.
Okay.
Anyone have an objection?
Okay, so just to be clear, that workshop will cover grant limits as well as parliamentary procedure.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That sound good? Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, moving down to the next item, for commissioner report. Does any commissioner have any reports, any commentary for the commentary? If not, our next scheduled meeting is October 21st, 2025 at 4:30, but our workshop is July 24th at 4:30.
July 24th,
July 24th.
that's next week when our meeting is, isn't it?
No, next week is our workshop.
That's the 24th, isn't it?
Yeah, July the 24th is our workshop
So we'll have a
next week.
workshop- Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about the workshop for the grants.
Oh, no, sorry for the confusion. Yes. All right, are there any more questions or concerns?
I do have a question. You know me, I'm always full of questions. For BrainCon, are y'all going to take down the Our Texarkana website? Because it's still showing like the old meeting times and the old application on it.
The Our Texarkana website is hosted with your prior agency. We have reached out to them and asked them to redirect that domain to our new website. We got an auto response about that, so the gentleman that does that is out of town, but when he gets back, we'll get it fixed. If you guys have a new grant application, we can go ahead and put it on the new website. We can post about it online so that people start looking at it. If y'all aren't ready with that, because you're going to work on the grant limits, then we can get it up as soon as you're ready.
Yeah, I just don't want someone to go in there and download the old application.
Okay.
And the times are due, since it's 2:30, Tuesdays at 4:30 now.
Okay, I can reach out to your previous agency and see if there's somebody else there that's not on vacation that can go ahead and pull that down.
Okay.
But let me clarify this, on our new website, you don't have our new application.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes, until you guys provide that to us, we do not have that on the new website.
Thank you.
Yes.
We'll send that to them immediately.
All right,
We're not going to put the new application on the new website?
I think you,
can't
when I was just responding, because I thought you said if she could take the old one down. She doesn't have,
Well, the old one from the old website.
right, she doesn't have authorization. That's
Yeah.
with our old sales agency. On our new website, she does not have that one. She's going to wait for us to give it to her.
Well, and I'll double check that we don't have the old one on the new website, but for sure, we want to put the
Okay.
new one on the new
Okay.
website. Yes, yes.
Okay.
all right, thank you for the clarification.
Sure thing.
If there's no other questions or concerns, is there a motion for adjournment?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Roll call, please.
Holly Bush,
Yes.
Vandergraff,
Yeah.
Wright,
Yes.
Dotson, Mills,
Yes.
Brewer.
Yes. And adjourned.